How's it going, guys? Alex Mendez here for On Gamers, and joined with me is the one, the only community manager for Infinity Ward, right? I want to get that right. Tina, the great Tina. Tina, how you doing?
I'm good. I feel very tall right now, like always.
You feel tall?
Everyone's always making fun of my height here, but I don't care.
I got you. I'm not going to make fun of you. I promise.
My tippy toes for this.
Well, it's commonly known that Tina's short, as you could tell, but it's okay. We love her. We love her all the much. All right, but Tina, obviously, 2014 has been a stellar year for competitive Call of Duty. You had UMG obviously doing phenomenal things with the in the community front. MLG, you know, putting some structure with the seasons and the COD League and all that. Europe has been bustling. Gfinity's doing really well. I mean, overall, it's been a pretty good year. What I guess from your angle, you know, how do you feel about 2014 for Call of Duty goes?
You know, I think we're all really proud at the studio about, you know, how far we've come from the very beginning when we released Ghosts in November in terms of supporting the esports community, right? Like, we started off at MLG Columbus. A couple of us were there. We hung out. We tried to get a feel for what everyone wanted. We had great communication with the casters and the pros, you know, and we're really proud of what we've accomplished in such short amount of time, you know, and releasing a game on 5 different platforms at once is intense, I can tell you. But even working on a new platform like Xbox One, that was fun for us because it was a new avenue for us to take. And we're going to continue supporting esports after DLC 4 is done. But, you know, this was a huge learning experience for us. We're continuing to grow our relationship with the esports community, and, you know, their feedback is really important to us.
Yeah, no, I'm on Reddit like all the time, and I'm always reading what they're talking about and, you know, things that they're saying. And I would have to say, you know, at the beginning it was a little bit of an uphill battle. It was like, this is our vision, this is what we want to do. But I think at the end of it, you know, when it's all said and done, we've seen some great games. You know, the intensity of competitive Call of Duty has not gone despite anything. How do you feel the community has responded to what Infinity Ward's vision of competitive Call of Duty is?
Yeah, I mean, you know, from the very beginning, we knew we wanted to mix things up a little bit, you know, so we introduced a game mode called Blitz that everyone's familiar with. I know a lot of the esports fans and pros were a little bit hesitant on what Blitz could offer in terms of a game mode, but, you know, in terms of spectating, I think it's really proven that it's a lot of fun to watch, and you have a lot of crazy matches that go on. And we're going to continue learning and growing, but most importantly, you know, being at these events in person, being able to build those friendships with the pro players helps a lot. And, you know, I'm really happy with where we are now, and we have so much more momentum now for the next game. And you know what, esports in general is going to continue to grow no matter what the game is, and, you know, just to be a part of it as like a Call of Duty developer is amazing. I mean, even having our game at the X Games was incredible, you know, watching pros compete for medals for the first time, you know, being on ESPN, that was really cool.
Yeah, and the X Games definitely was a great event for just showcasing you know, competitive Call of Duty. I had the pleasure of being a part of the casting crew at Call of Duty Championships, and that too was also an absolutely incredible experience. And Xbox as well was just such a huge help to that. I guess, you know, looking at this, you know, looking at Call of Duty Championships and looking at all these crazy events, I guess, where do you see competitive Call of Duty going in the next couple of years? I mean, where do you think? I mean, are we going to be on the moon? Is basically what I'm asking you. Well, how do you feel about it?
Oh, hell yeah. You know what? I honestly believe that it's going to continue to grow. I mean, yeah, X Games was just the first step in, like, making it a more communal event, right? I mean, my parents know about esports now, you know, my close friends know about esports now. It's not just for the hardcore audience anymore. And I definitely see that growing in popularity for years to come, and it's not going to slow down at all.
No, I agree with you 100%. So, Tina, just the last question. What about it works for you?
What, esports in general?
No, you know, no, it was a Crimsix joke. It was a Crimsix joke. I know how much you're a Crimsix fan. He's a robot. He's a robot. We all love him.
Yeah. When they came over to the studio, he did not. I'm going to call him out because he was not, like, talking very much. He definitely is a robot in person. And you know, we're all there. We're eating tacos, and I just looked at him. I'm like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" And he just kind of like shook his head and was eating his taco. So I was like, "I'm gonna give you a hug." And TP caught it on camera, and yeah.
I saw it. It was awesome. Robots do need to eat, but it's good though. You have a great relationship with all the players. Everyone really likes you, so I think it's awesome stuff. And Tina, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it so much. So I guess final prediction: who you think's going to win MLG Anaheim?
You know, it's going to be crazy because at X Games, you know, Greenwall fans, Optic is an amazing team, and they really made, you know, the right plays at the right time. But I'm seeing Envy make a little comeback, you know. I think they're going to be a challenge to beat this time around, so we'll see what happens.
We have a lot of good matches, of course, here. Optic Envy. I think EG is going to face Black. It's going to be a crazy day, of course. It's not over yet. We have at least one more day. So, of course, thank you, Tina, so much for your time. Thank you so much to Infinity Ward for, you know, for supporting, you know, competitive Call of Duty. And we will see you guys next time here on On Gamers. I'm Alex Mendez. Talk to you later.